Well, there's a summer camp that can be a magical place, certainly for kids, many kids.
But some camps we know have a little more magic than others. Shayne Wells is at a pretty magical one right now. Leonardo's basement in Minneapolis this morning, where the backyard is being turned into a life-size Hogwarts castle. We can see it going on behind you, and it's all being done by kids.
It's a complete makeover. Yeah, all kids. We have them over here today, this morning, getting their morning started early for us. So this is what the finished product will look like. An idea. Right now they're still in the process, have a little more time to get this finished. But just to set the scene of what Leonardo's basement is, because we're obviously not in a basement, first of all, is Steve Jevening, who's the executive director and founder. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what happens at Leonardo's basement, how it works?
Yes, we design workshops for kids ages 6 to 17 to build projects. Most often they take them home, but occasionally they work together to build giant things like Hogwarts Castle.
Yeah, they're not taking this one home.
Maybe some little pieces that they can sneak into their backpacks.
And then we're watching kids who are just, they're building, they're doing things that you think of, that you think kids necessarily can't do. Especially at your own house.
Yeah,
you don't usually have the means to do this.
Yeah, whether they're small projects or big projects, often people don't have the tools or equipment or don't like to have a giant mess in their house beyond cardboard boxes. So those small projects are sometimes a fun way to do things that they can't normally do. But the big projects are really hard to manage in your backyard.
How many kids are working on this?
Altogether, I think we have about 70 kids in the morning and another 60 some in the afternoon.
And then Saturday, what's the plan? Because it's all going to be done and you can come check it out.
Yeah, so Saturday people should put their Harry Potter costumes on and come from noon to 4 and explore the castle. They'll be able to drink butterbeer and make their own wands.
Make their own wands. Okay, let's talk to a few of the kids out here who are working on stuff. Aiden, I know you've been working on this a lot. Can you show us what parts you've been doing?
Oh, so I built the cardboard stuff. I've also helped build the frame for the clock tower, and I've helped set up some walls back there and a lot of other things to help.
Are you a Harry Potter fan?
Yeah.
So what is this like for you, kind of seeing this spring up?
It's very crazy because I was like imagining the Harry Potter when I was reading the books.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy to see it in real life.
Pretty cool opportunity to be able to do this. I know, Freya, you were trying to find a home for a cat. It's probably not a great time to talk to you. You have a nail in your hand.
It's fine.
It's fine. Who was the cat you were trying to find a home for?
Right now it's Crookshank since we don't have given the common room done yet. Mrs. Norris is right over there.
Oh, should we say, here, we'll grab her. This is what we're talking about, guys. So we're going to find a home for this cat. I'm going to get a Harry Potter translator. I haven't read the books.
It's Mrs. Norris Filch's cat. She alerts the caretaker if any students are like sneaking out of bed or anything, so I put a note in the mouth that says stay out of trouble.
That's a great thing to follow anyway in life, right, guys? So if you all just stay out of trouble today, okay?
Well, we're trying.
Yeah, I tell that to Tom every day, and guess what? Every day he breaks that promise.
Make sure she puts on her safety glasses. They're not just on top of her head. They're there for a reason.
All right. It's good, though, to see kids working with the drills and drill bits, and, as long as safety first.
Watch those fingers. Just makes me
You were
nervous.
having a little bit of a mini heart attack over here when we saw that.
With the kids. I know, hopefully they're not drilling holes. They're just doing like screws and that type of thing. Okay.
We'll see. Well, a few things are more synonymous with summer, the camp, but one in particular is truly a magical experience.
We like that. Shayne Wells is at Leonardo's basement in Minneapolis, where the kids are creating a castle inspired by the magical world of Harry Potter. Morning, Shayne.
Hello, good morning. So now we've moved from the castle to the wand making station. And when I heard that they were making wands, and I'm not a Harry Potter person, got to admit that, I imagined they were sparkly with stars and maybe they had songs and threw glitter, because that's what I'm used to with my 5-year-old. This is the Harry Potter wand right here. You probably recognize that. Okay, Jaden, I'm putting you on the spot. You ready? I need someone to do a spell with the Harry Potter, because how does it work?
So there's a certain movement that you have to do, and there are words like
every spell is different, I'm guessing.
Every spell, yeah, is different. Like Some spells are the same except one stronger than the other. Like,
Will you do one? Do you know any of them?
I barely know any, but some of them I do.
Okay,
Like,
come on, hey, give us one.
Wingardium Leviosa.
What'd you do to me?
So basically, you can, with that, you can levitate someone or something. Like,
I'm just gonna break it to you. It
Lift-
didn't work.
it didn't.
I'm still on the ground. We'll work on this. We'll perfect our wands. Tracy Nielsen's the program director here, and we're at Leonardo's basement. We mentioned we were outside earlier at the castle. We moved inside to kind of the workshop. Can you kind of tell us what Leonardo's basement is, how it works?
Absolutely. So Leonardo's basement is a workshop. People come here and make things. Kids, teens, and adults. Sometimes it's big collaborative things like you saw outside. Sometimes it's individual projects like the people who are inside making wands. For some people, it's more about art. For some, it's about design or learning about tools or expressing their creativity or being together with other people who like to do things like cast spells.
It's got to be pretty cool for you, too, to watch and see what they create. Because, again, this is Harry Potter week, so clearly lots of Harry Potter fans here.
Absolutely. Yeah, we never know what to expect. Every day is different. Every week is different, depending on the kids and what their interests are. So for most of the weeks, we have amazing instructors, and they come up with a plan, but they will tell you that it never goes according to their plan because someone will come up with an idea like, hey, let's add lights to the wands, or what if our chemical potions had this in it instead? And boom, our instructors are amazing, and they will run with it, and it will look different than anyone imagined.
And Saturday, you're inviting the public out.
Whole world, absolutely.
The world
can come. So we have from noon to 4. So there, you can make a project, you can make a wand, you can sample butterbeer, and you can wear your costume and tour what's happened. You'll have some amazing tour guides who will share with you the kinds of things that they do and show you where the magical spots are. But come to Hogwarts and bring your friends and bring your family
Sure,
and
kids
bring
can't wait
your
to show this
kids.
off, too.
They are so excited. They are ready.
Okay, guys, next hour, we're going outside to the castle. Just want to show you, leave you with a visual. This is what they're creating in the backyard at Leonardo's basement.
All right.
Stay tuned for that.
Yes. Very nice.
Can't wait to see
Quite
the
the project.
finished project. Yeah, all right. She's getting kind of a little 101 course of Harry Potter today.
Yes, she is.
All right, if you want to immerse yourself maybe in the wizarding world of Harry Potter, but you can't make the journey to Disney, how about a trip to South Minneapolis instead?
Leonardo's basement. Well, the kids there are constructing their own version of Hogwarts, including a dining hall, residence towers, and they're doing the work themselves. Shayne Wells is there this morning showing us their large creation. Good morning.
It's very impressive. They are much craftier than I am myself as an adult, and their kids who are taking over. So we're going to show you what the end goal is, just so you can kind of see drawn out here. And this is what they're turning their backyard into. Obviously, right now we're in the workshop. And I do have to say, I am getting, you mentioned it earlier, a Harry Potter education. I've been called a muggle, I think. Should I be offended? He laughs.
Yes, I'm laughing.
What is a muggle?
A muggle is a non-magical person.
Oh. Okay, well, yeah, I guess that's true. And then I've heard Slytherin and Haagen-Dazs and Gryffindor, and did I nail it?
No, well, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw,
Haagen-Dazs,
Slytherin.
Hufflepuff. I'd rather have Haagen-Dazs. I'm going to be honest with you. What are you working on, by the way?
This is this is for the puzzle room we're building. That's
Okay.
going to be inside Hogwarts over there. It's a marble run where...
Yeah, if you come to the back, Chip,
Yeah.
you can see all the mechanisms.
So you will put the marble in here, and you will lift these little Quidditch players.
Okay.
And you will let the marble fall through each of the little trap doors here.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
This place is amazing, guys. If you walk around, by the way, tinkering heaven here, because just everywhere you look is something different, a different machine they've taken apart or a toy they've turned into something else. Tracy Nielsen is the program director here. We're going to go outside to see the castle, and of course the kids are working hard right now. Tell us a little bit about Leonardo's basement.
Leonardo's basement is a workshop for kids of all ages 6 to 106. People come and make things, and a lot of times they make individual projects that they take home with them, and sometimes they work together and make things on a really grand scale, like they're doing this week.
I mean, you've even brought in a lift operating truck here.
Absolutely. Sometimes you have to get higher than your ladders will allow. And so the lift will, a bunch of teens, kids, and adults yesterday built a giant cone that needs to be lifted onto what used to be the Millennium Falcon and is now one of the houses in Hogwarts.
So it's from Star Wars world to the Harry Potter world. This is Harry Potter camp. How many kids are working on this?
So there are on site, we have about 70 kids in the morning and around that same number in the afternoon. Some are working on this big build, and more of them are inside doing those individual projects, things that make sense to them. Costume sewing, prop building, wand building, divination. They're doing potions, anything you can imagine that's related to that story that you can take and make into something that you can share with someone else. Is happening
their
on
own
site.
individual thing that they kind of latch on to.
Exactly, yeah. And we don't care as long as they follow our 3 rules. Be safe, be nice, have fun. Beyond that, it's up to them to make the magic, and they do every single week.
And closed-toed shoes. I saw that listed.
I'm obsessive, absolutely. We were big on toes.
We want to keep our toes. I gotta see what's happening over here. Spokesperson for what is happening here? You're down here.
This is Fang, and we just moved Hagrid from the Millennium Falcon.
And Fang is whose dog? Is it Hagrid's dog?
Hagrid's dog.
Okay. And what is this? Is this his house?
And this is his hut.
This is his hut. Oh, it even says it.
Yes.
See, I just gotta read. Okay, we've learned a lot today. We will continue our Harry Potter education and do more exploring here through the next hour.
You are learning so much, Shayne Wells, about Harry Potter. You're going to come away
I'm
ready
trying.
for the next phase, the next class. All right.
Hope so.
Kids are having fun.
Hope so.
All right, this morning we're taking you on the magical experience of summer camp.
Yep, in Minneapolis, the backyard at Leonardo's basement is being turned into a life-size Hogwarts castle. And Shayne Wells joins us live. Shayne, how was your Expelliarmus experience? I can't even do it right. Give me
Expelliarmus!
I honestly blew out my earpiece there. I don't even know what you said, but I think you cast a spell on me. And no, we're not going to let that work today. Instead, we're going to show you what's happening inside before we get outside. So these are castle models that kids are building. So there's kind of projects happening inside and outside. By the way, now that it's 9:30, this is when the camp, the Harry Potter camp, actually starts at Leonardo's basement. So now, full of kids, everyone who was here earlier, they were just happy early participants who got up at 6 a.m. to come play. And let me ride my dragon. You gotta get out the other side, Chip. The other side's the good one. Get that face. Okay, this is a dragon that Samaya built. Used to be a wheelchair, so we're gonna ride this magical creature over to the gigantic dragon that's underway. All right, let's hear it. That is actually terrifying. Evie, what has been going on here with this project?
Well, we've been building this for about 4 days now, and we kind of added that seat so that we could control the head. And in here, like a little
The secret? Do we want to unveil the secret? Hey, Morgan.
These strings control the mouth over there, and so
And what's his name? Does he have one?
Yeah, his name is Gerald.
Gerald. Nothing strikes fear like the name Gerald. Sure. Okay, awesome. This is amazing. Good work, guys. We got to see what else we're working on. We got to get up to the castle, too, or the Hogwarts castle. We have Claire here. Claire, you want to walk us through? Oh, you're casting spells right now. Can you stop spell casting for a minute? Okay, tell us what's going on out here in the backyard.
So in the backyard, we have a room of requirement, and in the room of requirement, the room of requirement is basically just something that a wisher wants. Like, say, if you really need to use the bathroom, then the room of requirement would become a bathroom.
And we could all use some of that. Okay, you got a hidden
so I'm gonna go inside.
Oh, you're going in.
We lost her, guys. We lost her to the room of requirement. Chip.
And then, there's a secret room into the Millennium Falcon from here. And then there's
so they
a
left the Millennium Falcon, but that's now part of the castle, right?
Yes, that is now part of the castle. And then we have just a bunch of stuff here, so then you can build something if you want.
On the top there.
Yeah. You can see them on the top.
Yeah, they're even adding a big cone to the top of that they're going to lift on with a huge lift. They're going to put an observation tower up on top of the pedestals right there, the big high ones. So you can kind of see what they're creating now. This is going to be done Saturday, and they're going to actually open it up to the public from 12 to 4. So it's free if you want to come check it out, immerse yourself in this world. The kids will show you around. There'll be a puzzle room. You can make wands, drink butterbeer. Should be a very good time. And of course, you can see all the work that Claire has put in. Where's your do you have a gargoyle in here?
Yeah, I have a gargoyle, but I'm not very proud of it. It's that one there. It's kind of,
Be proud. He's scary, and that's what he's supposed to do, right?
Okay.
Okay, fine. So with that, can you cast a spell on them?
Can you cast a spell?
Any spell.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
Let's go.
Oh, no, she's just really thinking it through.
She's thinking about it. Okay.
Leviosa.
Okay.
Did you levitate them?
Yeah, I levitated.
You've been levitated.
I've been levitated. Good.
You're welcome.
Maybe I'll be taller. All right. Thanks, Shayne.